Have you ever watched a video and just thought, wow, I wish I could make something like that? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the entire process of video editing. We'll break down exactly how you can get started, even if you're coming in with absolutely zero experience. So let's just imagine for a second, if you had to learn video editing from square one, with literally no prior knowledge, what would be the very first thing you need to understand? That's the puzzle we're going to solve today. All right, so where do you even begin? Forget about all the fancy software and complicated timelines for a minute. The real first step is understanding the why. What is video editing really at its core? Because at its heart, video editing isn't just about putting clips together. It's the art of communication. It's about taking all this raw footage and shaping it into a narrative, something that can make someone feel something, learn something, or just see the world in a brand new way. And you know what's wild? Every single video you've ever seen, from a simple vlog to a massive blockbuster movie, follows this basic workflow. You import your raw material, you trim the fat, you add some creative flair, balance the sound, and then you share it with the world. It's a universal process, and this right here is the foundation of it all. Okay, so we've got our roadmap. Now let's talk about the tools we'll need for the journey, the fundamental techniques that really bring that workflow to life. Two of the most basic actions you'll take are trimming and cutting. And trust me, they're not the same thing. Think of it like this. Trimming is like hemming a pair of pants. You're just shortening the ends. Cutting, on the other hand, is more like surgery. You're removing a piece from the middle and stitching the two remaining ends together. You should really think of editing like you're conducting an orchestra. It's not just about the visuals. It's about how the video, the audio, the music, the text, and the transitions all play together in harmony to create a single, powerful experience. So, where does this whole orchestra play? Inside an editing software. Now, I know the options can feel totally endless, so let's just keep it simple. If you're on a computer, Adobe Premiere Pro is the industry standard. It's powerful and it will grow with you. But if you're starting on your phone, an app called VN Editor is incredibly intuitive and surprisingly capable. Both are fantastic starting points. Okay, learning the skill is one thing, but what's the potential? Can this actually become a career? Oh, absolutely. Let's look at how you can turn this skill into a paycheck. Take a look at this number, $5 billion. That's the projected value of the video editing industry. What this tells us is that the demand for skilled editors isn't just growing, it's exploding. That is a huge pie, right? But it doesn't mean a thing if you can't get a slice. So the real question is, in a market this big, how do you stand out and get noticed? The answer is surprisingly simple. Your portfolio. This is way more than a resume. It's your visual handshake, it's your sales pitch, and it's your proof of skill, all rolled into one. It is the single most powerful tool for convincing someone to hire you. And here's the best part. You do not need to be a web developer. With modern tools, you can build a stunning portfolio in an afternoon. Seriously, you just define your purpose, set your style, upload your best work, and hit launch. The barrier to entry has never been lower. So you've mastered the tools and you've built your portfolio. What's next? This is where we get to the secret ingredient, the thing that separates a technician from a true artist. This chart right here shows a common trap. So many editors become technically brilliant. They master the software, the effects, the cuts, but they fail because they never learn the art of storytelling. They know how to use the tools, but not why. And you can't just learn this from tutorials. Trying to do so, it feels like following some bizarre recipe with impossible ingredients. You get a list of effects and transitions, but no understanding of the core emotional ingredients that actually make it work. Because what you learn is that real storytelling isn't about the flashiest effects. It's about psychology. It's understanding how to build an emotional journey for your audience, mastering the art of tension and release to keep them completely captivated. Okay, we have the theory, we have the tools, and we have the artistic goal of storytelling. But none of it means anything without this final, essential piece of the puzzle. Look, you can watch videos and read books all day, but true mastery comes from doing. You have to get your hands on actual footage and start putting the pieces together yourself. Practice is where the learning really happens. It is everything. And you don't need to shoot your own epic film to start. There are incredible resources online like Pexels, Pixabay, and Mixkit, where you can download high-quality, professional footage for free, just to practice your craft. And as you practice, remember this, great editing is a symphony of elements.
What's really interesting here is that audio makes up a huge part of the experience. Never, ever neglect your sound. It's often just as important, if not more so, than the visuals.
So, what's the absolute best way to practice storytelling? Become an active viewer. Don't just watch movies and videos, analyze them. Ask yourself why the editor made a certain cut. How did that choice of music make you feel? You have to deconstruct the work of masters to understand the art. Ultimately, this is what it's all about. Editing can be a technical job or it can be a form of artistry. The difference is the heart and the intention you bring to the work. And that leaves us with a final question for you to consider on your journey. Anyone can learn the skill of using software, but will you go further and master the art of telling a story? The choice is yours.